Hi, I'm Dr. M. Kamakshaya, open source software evangelist and enterprise solution architect. For the past few videos, I've been explaining how to perform statistical analysis using Hadoop MapReduce together with Python in streaming mode. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to perform Karl Pearson correlation coefficient, because for a couple of videos I've been talking continuously about this correlation, but in my last video I mentioned, however I could not explain how to do that, especially using imports. So manually we can do that. One best way is to create user-defined functions, use them to calculate the Karl Pearson correlation coefficient. The other way is to import the packages and calculate the same coefficient on any incoming data. So the first strategy I have demonstrated in one of my videos. Just go back to the playlist and watch that video where I have explained how to calculate the coefficient using a basic strategy through user-defined functions. And in this video, I'm going to talk about that possibly, I don't know, using imports. So I'm going to impose a particular package called numpy, because it is not possible using the basic strategy. So it is possible only through MR job to me in this virtual machine. Maybe next time I may be able to do a demonstration using Hadoop as well, but MR job installs well compared to the Hadoop. In my virtual machine it happened. So if that is the case, then you can straight away. So there is a beautiful documentation for MR job. I already showed MR job doc. So you'll find a lot of documentation. Today actually we don't need to worry for the code, because we have both the ChatGPT and Deepseek, and in this video I'm going to show you how to, I already have the strategy in my brain, not that I don't have a code in I already have code with me, but I just wanted to show you today we don't need to worry about the code. We already have that in generative AI creates the code for us, and we can just but only thing we cannot implement that code, execute that code straight away after copying it from that particular platform. We need to make some amendments in the code. Now so I have opened both the Deepseek as well as ChatGPT. Let us see. When I used a prompt, I'll show you what is the prompt. I think instead of numpy Python numpy code for correlation using in MR job Hadoop for Hadoop MapReduce. So let's see what ChatGPT. So I could not find correct code in ChatGPT, but I could find that in Deepseek. I'm just going to show you that. So something is happening here. Please bear with me. I think concluded. Now let's go back. You see, if you look at this code, this is not numpy kind of thing. Though there is numpy being imported into the code, but if you go down, you see it is making all sums. It is a basic formula: sum of x, sum of y, sum of xy, sum of x squared, y squared, something like that. And finally, what happens? It's just computing that with a numerator and denominator, and finally correlation is being. This is a good strategy. If you are using Hadoop MapReduce streaming jar and MapReduce two different scripts, then yeah, it's a good strategy. Even MR job also works, but the purpose of MR job should be importing packages, because this we can do even without using MR job, simply confining to MapReduce scripts. But whereas in Deepseek, it could give exactly what I'm searching for, the same prompt, maybe with little minor modifications and See here, uh, in the code, there is numpy imported, the package is being imported, and at the same time, it uses that package, the method from the package here, somewhere in np car coefficient, something like that, and list 1 and list 2. This is what is very critical for this calculation. That square bracket 0, 1 is what is very critical, and then finally we'll be outputting some emitting key and correlation, something like that. So Deepseek shows the code that is close to what I have been expecting for my execution. Okay, and ChatGPT also gives the code, but this is not strictly for MR job, but it can be used even for basic using basic strategy, like Hadoop FS, something like that. But MR job, we don't need to use Hadoop jar, that basic things. And if you don't know what I'm talking, you please go back to my playlist and look into a couple of videos, and you'll be able to understand Hadoop MapReduce streaming using Python, something like that. Okay, I'm not going to copy this, as I can copy if I want. Okay, let us copy, and we just have to, you cannot carry away with code. So my cluster is up and running, name node and data node, and then I have to go into some sort of cd python, my usual place where I have cd ls. I think I have, yeah, mr job demos, cd mr job demos. Now I have a few. Now this time I create sudo gedit mr core mr job demo, or mr job core demo, that could be mr job core demo dot py. Okay, and then I just simply paste this. Now this is a simple, I can write this code. I have a strategy in my brain, much better strategy. But now what is the data? See here, for this incoming line, so our data is coming row by row as an incoming line, and this line is being split. So possibly, Deepseek assumed that my data is a comma separated value 5. That is why it is using comma, but that will not work. So we have to amend this. Let's see. I don't know. Now key value pair. Okay, value 1, value 2. We can then key float value 1, value 2. So we are just emitting. Maybe I can simulate some data set where I have some gender details together with a value and a value, and we'll be calculating the Karl Pearson coefficient or between these two values. Okay, and now this is what is being emitted from the mapper script, and then reducer will catch that into key values. Now in values there are two different value 1, value 2, right? So value pairs, and now so the first value into the value 1 list and second value into the value 2 list. Here list comprehension is being used. Now if len of the value, this is not required actually, frankly speaking, but anyway, it is, let it be. Now correlation is np coef, core coef. This is what is very critical in this script, because we don't want to do it using formulas. Now value 1 list and value 2 list, and this is what is very critical for now key and correlation. So let us take this script as it is, but I need to have the data. So sudo gedit core data.txt. So let us maybe I use male 23, 43, something like that, female 34, 52, and now I just have to copy this and then a couple of but see that the last line should not be a blank line. That will create a bit of here 33, 44, 52, maybe here 73, 22, and here come here 14, 42, some randomization, don't worry what, I'm just trying to randomize the data. Enough, doesn't matter, this is just a demonstration, so we need not worry. So last row, see that you'll not be having, you don't enter that so that otherwise you will encounter a problem. So let us close. Now I have my data, core data. Now I'll copy this Hadoop fs put core data into an input directory. So that is my directory in HDFS. Okay, now how are we going to test this? Python mrjob core py and then core data. Yeah, it is coming. Very good. So for female, some negative, both of them are negatively correlated. For female individuals, it is minus, but it is strong. For male individuals, it is not that strong but negative. So now how are we going to do this in the cluster? It's working. See, that is Deepseek. Now Python mr job core and then dash r Hadoop HDFS input and then core data.txt. I think that is, so let us wait and see. Now we should be able to get we'll get it or not. We just have to, if it works, then I can believe in Deepseek. Deepseek truly can help me go ahead with rest of the, I have plans to do videos on machine learning algorithms, so I can make use of Deepseek for that purpose. Come on. Yeah, now it started parallel processing. So it is taking time. It depends on your computing resources. I have a petty decent virtual machine in my computer. So come on. I think it did something. So removing, see here, male, females, yeah. So I computed. So usually, so it happened. Like, so we also used the same script which we obtained from the Deepseek and tested the code which is being, which is available from the HDFS storage, which means distributed data storage, Hadoop's distributed data storage, and we have run the script successfully and obtained the results also. So this way we can just carry on with, because for a couple of video demonstrations I've been mentioning about this Karl Pearson correlation coefficient using Python packages, but I couldn't do it. So mrjob really helps us importing a couple of packages, Python packages, and use them for statistical calculations. Okay, so this is the objective of this video. So the main objective of this video is to demonstrate how to use the packages, Python packages, to calculate, to do statistical calculations. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the new content, and bye bye for now.